Guys, welcome to Spiller Studios. Movie guys.
This is a Slashcast. Hey guys, welcome back to a new Slashcast. We are here talking about one of the greatest movies I've ever seen personally. We're talking about Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu. We just saw it in theaters.
Wait, you're saying it's better than Rise of Skywalker?
Pat, what did you say earlier?
My Skywalker was rising during that movie, but shit.
Okay.
It is hard, honestly.
Patrick, you said earlier anything with a pulse could be better than Rise of Skywalker, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. So I would say it's better than Rise of Skywalker. Now, I will say this is the most conflicted I've ever felt about a movie that I've seen.
And we literally just walked out of it, too.
Yes, we did just come from the theater. They're going to see that in the intro.
Yeah.
So don't worry. They're going to see an awesome little clip of Patrick. You know, we're the movie guys. That's what we do. We're the Spiller Studio movie guys. Anyway, does anybody want to start off with their general thoughts about the Mandalorian and Grogu?
I think Ethan has a lot to say.
Yeah,
so.
why don't you kick us off, buddy?
I have some general thoughts. Generally, I think it's a kind of a slop fest. Honestly, generally, fuck, dude. There's a lot to say about.
Who wants to explain the story of the movie?
I guess I'll do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yes. Give us the synopsis, please.
All right. So this movie starts.
Wait, is this a spoiler review?
Yes, 100%.
So this movie starts out with a little. Goddamn, dude! I'm okay. Din Djarin, little special where he is hunting, a classic bounty that he's got.
The action scenes are pretty cool, though.
Okay, we're talking about the story right now.
Yeah, we're talking about.
It was a pretty cool opening, though.
But yeah, basically, you start out seeing these, all hail Emperor Thrawn.
What are you talking about? It's just like a random mob boss guy.
Yeah, he's for the Empire. Hail the Empire.
Oh, hail King Killmonger.
I guess hail Palpatine because fucking he's still alive somehow. Somehow he returned. But at some point we just get to see this, new Empire group show up, and they're having a little conversation. You can tell that all these people are. It's just dumb. It's a little conversation they're having about their fucking politics shit. George Lucas classic of just yapping about politics, except this time by Dave Filoni, who actually I will say he fucking
best performance in the movie.
Well, I just want to say whoever I guess Favreau fucking loved the sweeping fucking transitions in this movie. He went for episode 1 perfectly.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of those good transitions. I will say this movie is written by Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and one other person who I didn't catch the name of. But it's directed by Jon Favreau. So I don't know who had the most pull and say as far as the writing was concerned. But it seems like Dave Filoni wrote a lot of this movie because it's all Clone Wars stuff. It's all stuff from Clone Wars and Dave Filoni projects.
Yeah, and if you don't know who Jon Favreau is, he's been made famous from the movie Daddy.
The guy from Pod Save America.
Daddy Daycare.
Okay, close enough.
Daddy Daycare. You know that movie where that kid pretends to be the Flash?
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy?
Is that a better movie than this?
It does have what's his name? Ethan. What's that guy's name?
Hawke? Ethan Hawke.
No, not Ethan Hawke. Maybe his name's
Let's
not
get back
Ethan.
into the story of Mandalorian.
Yeah, but basically they're having this little meeting. Mando shows up, ruins it. The boss guy escapes into an AT-AT, and then
why did you say it like that?
What do you want me to say? AT-AT?
No, but you said it like AT-AT.
Cool. Yeah, but he hops in an AT-AT. The man, Mando, decides to hop in an AT-RT, I believe is what those are called.
Okay.
And chase him down. You have a little fight. Bro kills 2 AT-ATs. All right, yeah, well, he destroyed some AT-ATs. It's pretty cool. He does what the whole fucking Rebel base on fucking Hoth couldn't do, because I'm pretty sure they were fighting 4 AT-ATs, and Bro takes down 3 single-handedly, which is kind of insane.
And Luke Skywalker takes him that whole 20 minutes in the Battle of Hoth to take down 1.
So Mando's actually better than Luke.
It's possible that these could have been old AT-ATs.
Actually, they look like upgraded models.
Right, they do. I agree with
all
you.
4 turrets were
I was
able
trying to give him some credit.
Well,
that maybe,
no, this would have been the beginning of the Empire because it's episode.
No, I mean, Mandalorian.
This is after episode 6.
The Mandalorian is a Gary Stu 100%. I mean, he survives every single thing and barely gets hurt ever. But that's just kind of like modern Star Wars. Every Star Wars main character now is completely invincible. So
yeah, I mean, at least he has a little bit of something with the Beskar armor.
Yeah, sure.
That has been written in a way that's cool. But yeah, overall, he wipes them out. He goes back to this space, which we get one of the coolest openings to a Star Wars movie. Even though I am fucking disappointed because there's a little intro with text, and we don't get dragging text or like the.
Yeah, but I think
the
they were trying
crawl.
to do something a little different.
I
Like,
actually like the intro.
I agree. I think doing that instead of the crawl is like kind of
just the words on the screen.
yeah.
Like the
I mean, there
Comic
was, like-
Sans.
Well, do you remember when Rogue One came out? Everyone was like trashing. Who directed that movie?
I don't think anybody. I feel like everybody fucking jerks off fucking Rogue One.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people. like the movie.
you
But
know,
you're
at the
saying that they
beginning,
didn't have the
that
crawl.
was the first movie to not have like the crawl.
Yeah.
And I don't think this movie needed it. I think it was like for the more like westerny Mandalorian style, it was fine to just do like the text pop up on the screen. And then you were talking about they do the Apocalypse Now thing where like the X-wings fly in front of the sun, and that was very cool. But honestly, like that scene is really cool, but a lot of the other like ship-based scenes go into like my big problem with this movie, where the CGI just looks half-baked. Everything looks blurry. I don't know if it's because they shot it on the volume, or it just feels like it was an episode of The Mandalorian. Like feels like it's made for TV.
You know, I do feel like the prequels have better CGI.
I
than
mean, I'd
this
have to
movie.
watch them back to back, but I do feel like they have more movie CGI. Like it feels more
But
like a movie.
This movie felt like the most like the prequels than any of the like the sequels or like any whatever Rogue One did. Solo, like this felt like the most like Star Wars movie since Revenge of the Sith.
I mean, I definitely felt like
I would say Star Wars.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie to me.
I feel
It
like
feels like an action movie.
It feels like an adventure movie, but it feels like this could have been set in another universe with like the characters slightly changed and pretty much be the same movie. And honestly, it might be a better movie not being seeped in. Well, I mean, there's some very important like parts of the movie, like with the huts and stuff that involve Star Wars.
I mean, you could still set that up in a different way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's a smart idea for them, and as far as Star Wars is concerned, to like move away from like the main like big like galaxy changing stuff and do kind of smaller stories like that. But it just doesn't really feel like Star Wars, and I don't know how to like put like my finger on why that is exactly.
Yeah, and like I think it's like the John Wick style action scenes too. Like
Yeah.
weird. It's
It
not
is-
like fully John Wick, but you know what I mean. Like it's that action star where it's like this guy. I mean, honestly, it is like John Wick because I feel like a lot of movies didn't really do that full like focus on one dude doing like crazy stuff.
Yeah, that like one like single shot action scene where the
Yeah.
character just like moves through and like beats up all the guys. It's definitely very like John Wick inspired, and that's kind of what a lot of action movies are doing. So I don't necessarily blame them because that's the trend.
Yeah.
and the action scenes are good. I think the action scenes, the Mandalorian's fight scenes in this are the best part of the movie, in my opinion. And it's kind of like the meat of the movie for most of it, because everything else that's going on around it is just like cheeky little like cameo like appearances by characters. I mean, they really lean on that Sigourney Weaver casting as like the rebel like commander colonel lady, and honestly like
I
her
just feel,
performance, she feels like she's like checked out.
Well, I don't even think that. I think she was just there for plot points.
Yeah. Honestly,
She was just there to get from plot A to B
the plot C to plot
to plot C to
plot D, whatever the fuck.
and show up at the end like.
But yeah, basically they go back to this point. But actually, I will say during the escape, you get to see that Zeb is introduced from Rebels fame.
But they don't even introduce him. I don't even think they say his name once.
He was in
They say
The
so.
Mandalorian previously, so I think
Was he in season 3?
yeah, it's assumed. I think that you know because you should have
Yeah.
watched all the. Or they, I think they're assuming that the audience went and watched most of The Mandalorian before this, because it's definitely
Well-
for people who are fans of the show.
Yeah, I mean,
I also
watched,
think this movie's like a good introduction for like new generation of fans. Like
Sure.
if this is your first, like if I saw it on our screen, there's like a lot of like younger kids at this movie. So
Well, and that's good,
and
but I
it's
also
a
feel
good
like
intro.
I also feel like this movie is like pretty violent and dark as far as Star Wars is concerned. I feel like a lot of the Grogu stuff that's put into the movie is kind of to catch a younger audience, but it's like the end of the movie. Like most of the movie is just kind of like straight action scenes and like point A to B. And another big issue that I had, and I think I probably have the most negative view of the movie, but like I think the pacing is terrible. Like everything, they jump around so quickly. Like even in older Star Wars movies, when they would like go to hyperdrive or like travel to planets, there would be these kind of in between interim scenes that kind of broke that up. But in this, it's just like they just go right there, and I feel like it kind of like hurts it. Where it's like it feels like it's speeding through stuff, and it's a long movie.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's just go,
Well,
go,
I think-
go, and then it just hits this wall at the Now Hutta stuff.
Yeah, to me this felt like they just condensed a whole season into a movie.
That's what I felt. That's exactly
Like-
how I felt the whole time.
That's really what it was. It was just a long, season 4 essentially.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie too. Is one thing I wish they would have done that Andor did, and maybe Rogue One did too, is I wish they would have put planet names up. I like
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize they never did that.
Yeah, they never put planet names up, so you're like, oh, cool, they're going to this planet, and like they'll mention the name for a second, and you're like, okay.
I think they put up the name of the like New York City planet.
They didn't put it
I
up,
don't
they
think
just said
they-
it.
I thought they did put it
No.
on the screen at one point, but maybe not.
But like now how like yeah, I guess like I honestly was kind of not expecting the Hutts to still be on Now Hutta at this point.
Yeah.
Like, after all the shit that happened in episode 6, and you would think like
Yeah, but it's like their home world, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And like they're not; those aren't Jabba. Like Jabba wasn't on Now Hutta anyway. That's like I assume where the species is from initially. So it's just like, I guess it kind of makes sense for them still have it. And if it's in the Outer Rim,
yeah.
I guess the Republic and the Empire don't really have. I also feel like it's partially a good thing and partially a bad thing, but I feel like the lack of Imperial presence after the intro was a little weird. And I was saying to you, I saw some concept art of a Star Destroyer over Now Hutta, and we just don't get to see that at all.
Yeah.
And I think it's a real like disappointing point for me. Like I felt like the stuff in the intro with the Empire was kind of setting up for the Empire to like show up again. In the movie, and then they just never pay that off. And unfortunately, this movie's already so long, and I felt like there was probably like another hour of this because it feels like it feels like it wasn't at the end.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way.
That's
I
why
think
I feel like it feels like a season.
this could have been like 2 parts almost, because I felt like the ending was like rushed. They wanted to. I feel like they just rushed that whole ending a little bit.
Right. Okay. So let's continue in the story.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, of course, Mando then heads back to this rebel outpost on a planet I don't even think we get the name of at all, and that's partially why I want to bring this up. I don't know what fucking planet they're on.
I think it's just supposed to be some Outer Rim outpost, like forward operating base. They show it in the Mandalorian TV series. It's just like a forward operating base
Okay.
for the Republic.
But yeah, they're at this base, and then he arrives, meets up with Sigourney Weaver. I think this is also when we get our first Dave Filoni cameo in the fucking little cowboy hat.
Is that the first one?
Or is it
No,
when he
no.
comes
The
back
first
the
one is
second
when he
time
comes
after?
back. It's when he comes back the second time.
But yeah, it's basically he goes there, speaks to Sigourney Weaver. She's like, "Oh, you didn't bring him in alive. We wanted to question him." She's like, "But let me show you something. We got a new mission for you, but let me show you something."
I want to say about this part too. So this is the whole part before he gets to this base is like the prologue, and then it does like the actual intro scene, and it like pans through the whole base and shows you all the like pilots and ships and stuff, and them like working. But that scene lasts for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It does like the whole Mandalorian intro song, but it's just like panning through this base of like blurry CGI characters and like ships, and I was like, oh, okay, this is
Well,
like
speaking of songs, what do you think about the score?
I mean, I thought it was all right. There was a guy in the theater beside me. The guy sitting directly beside me, every time like a song came on, like an actual like music, not just like soundtrack stuff, he was just going. And I was like, he was vibing the fuck out. I felt like he was there just for the soundtrack. I thought it was okay. I mean, it was a lot of songs from The Mandalorian already.
Yeah.
The only one that really stands out is like the Blade Runner ass like synthy song from
Yeah.
the New York City
Well,
planet.
that seemed to be like the main one too that they focused on. So
Honestly, too, I will say they did remix just the main Mandalorian song. Like,
Yeah,
into
no,
the
it came
fucking
up,
thing,
like, 4 times.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool.
Did we get any classic Star Wars songs? I don't even
I
remember.
don't think so.
Like even in the Grogu parts, did we get like the what's the
like
one?
the Force
Yeah,
theme?
the Force theme.
Yeah, I don't think we got that at all.
we got Grogu's World.
I feel like Star Wars music is already like well known enough. Like you have to include like some of the like OG
But
Star Wars.
no, I kind of like that they went like a different route from like John Williams, because Ludwig, he has his own style.
Yeah, no, I'm fine
And
with that.
I
I feel
like
like you just
that.
have to have something that connects
you
it to
could.
Star Wars in that way. I don't know.
You've watched Andor season 2, right?
I'm still watching it.
Okay, but
Haven't
you got to
finished
like
it.
the party scene, right? The wedding.
No.
Do you get the
Okay.
Cantina band?
No, you get like this crazy like drum and bass, or not. It's like a fucking, I don't even know. It's like an EDM song, and the
Okay,
one part
that's
where the
cool.
people are dancing.
I mean, I think
But
branching out with the music, and we're kind of all over the place, but I think branching out with the music is a good thing. But I do feel like it's one of those other factors that made it not feel like Star Wars, because it wasn't as like orchestral in that John Williams kind of way. It was the guy. I mean, and for the Western stuff, I think it kind of works. The Ludwig, I think, is the guy.
Yeah.
Ludwig Göransson or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his style definitely works for the Mandalorian show. I think it works for this and that like kind of Western style. I really like the more synthy electronic tracks, but I just felt like there was something lacking as far as like the Star Warsiness, like the grandiosity of it. To
They
me.
should got Hans Zimmer instead.
Is that what you had to say about that?
Yeah, that's.
So where are we in the story?
So basically,
I don't even think we've gotten to like the main plot.
No. So basically, Sigourney Weaver shows him that he's got his old ship back, basically, but it's a new version of his old ship, which has like a random dumb side plot. She's like, we're not even like, it's just like side story, like, oh, we just found it on a guy who collects ships. Oh. So he gets the Reaver back. Is that what it's called?
The Razor Crest.
Razor Crest. I don't know what to call it, the Reaver. But yeah. He gets his Razor Crest back, probably just for the plot point that he needs to have a fat hut in his back of his.
Yeah, honestly,
jacked hut, I guess.
I think he just needed the bigger ship so that he could fit Rada. Now thinking about it,
Yeah, and Zeb as
but
well.
that's the main plot point. So basically, she won't let him have the ship if he doesn't like pursue this lead.
No, she doesn't ever say that. She just says.
She does. She says, "I don't have anything for you if you're not going to take the mission."
Yeah, I don't know if she. I guess maybe she meant the shit.
I also do feel like they underutilized Zeb.
100%.
Yeah, no, he's in like one cool action scene.
Wasted potential.
But yeah, overall, so basically they end up being like, he has a conversation with her. She's like, okay, well, if you like, I need another favor for you if you want the ship. Like, this is extra for this last job, but I want you to find the coin. We have a bit of intel from the Hutts that they have an idea, but they want you to do a job for them. They want you to find Rada the Hutt, who's been missing for a while. So basically, Zeb kind of convinces him, like, hey, let's go, let's do this. So they go to Nal Hutta and
Let's
meet.
talk about that. Like, I feel like coming from like Star Wars fans, this is our first time seeing Nal Hutta. I think in anything live action.
Yeah, I don't even think we saw it in Clone Wars or anything.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. And what did you think? I think it's like pretty much what I imagined it would be.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think it's the best designed planet in this movie, personally.
Yeah, I kind of wish for like a swamp world too, that like we got to see them move around more. Like that's.
What do you mean? I mean, I feel like we
Like,
get to see a lot of it.
No, but no. I'm saying like the actual huts. Like I wish you get to see them like slinking around like in the swamps kind of
right,
area,
not just
like
in the
actually like
palace.
moving around like faster. Because I feel like
Like just huts in the wild.
even though we get like a jacked
Wild Huts.
even though we get a jacked hut, dude, he still moves like 1 kilometer per year. Dude.
I will say, we talked about this in the car too. I thought the like droids that they had, so the Hutts have like private security hired.
Why would you even get like a private company for fucking droids? They're literally just something you can control.
Well, that's what doesn't make sense. Is that like they're like fighting for them to like the death? Like you'd think after they spoiler alert, the Hutts die eventually in the movie.
They're controlled robots. Though. They're like controlled. Like we have seen that droids are controlled by
Isn't
central
there a
hubs.
plot point in like Clone Wars where they eventually like would get their own like independence to like operate? Maybe, or it's like commander droids. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought that the design of the like
There's
droids
like
was
too
cool.
much shit because like the whole reason Anakin goes to Mustafar is like complete shutdown of all the droids, which is like kind of a retcon that they are like now available because I think kind of our big first showing of droids after that was fucking what Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor, but they're controlled. They're like an army that is used by
Yeah,
the enemy faction.
and yes, they're like AI, but they have like they are controlled by commands. They aren't just like something that's like, you know, oh yeah, we have free will.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not
I
the
don't
Bad
know.
Batch.
I can suspend my disbelief. Like, I don't really need
No.
the explanation. I mean, if we want to get into explanations, like, my question is, why does the Republic headquarters or, like, forward operating base, everybody who lives there is also a pilot? There's no, like, commanding officers? Because I was so pissed about this. At the end of the movie, all the, like, little characters that they introduce us to at the airbase are all pilots. Even though Sigourney Weaver's character was clearly, like, giving orders to people and stuff, I was like, why are the 5 people who show up are, like, the people who are, like, in charge? Because they had, like, 300 pilots. In the intro, we see them, and none of them show up at all.
It's all the big characters.
It's just the cameo. It's the cameo squadron.
Yep.
Dave Filoni.
And Gina Carano wasn't there.
Yep.
Cool. You
How are
seem
we gonna
really
get
hurt
Skeleton
she's not
Crew?
in there.
I am hurt. I'm pissed. She just got beat up by Ronda Rousey. She needs to get back her fame.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, we're gonna get canceled for that. I think she's like, people don't like her.
I mean, yeah, people don't. I don't know. Maybe some people do. There's definitely a group of people who really, really like her.
All right, continue.
What
are we talking about? Battle droids?
No, we're talking about. So he gets
I didn't
it.
even get to say. I thought that the design was just cool.
Yeah.
I like the
Like scrapped up.
barbarian droids.
I was surprised that they actually made the B2 battle droids like actually tanky too.
Yeah. When he fights him like later in the woods.
Yeah. But overall, like, so we get to this point where he meets up with the twins. They say like, oh, Rada the Hutt's on this side world called Chirac, and
I think it's called Sakari.
Sakari.
But it is like, it's the most interesting. I will say this. I'm not gonna say that I liked it because I don't think it fits Star Wars at all. This is where we get the like Blade Runner soundtrack part, but it's like a New York City world. Like when they pan over,
It's like a cyberpunk Blade Runner.
not even though when they pan over, it's just like Art Deco buildings and stuff. When it gets to the ground, it's got that like more cyberpunk.
It kind of gave off like Attack of the Clones, like the beginning.
sure. Like
A
are you
little
talking like
bit.
Coruscant?
Yeah, I mean just like the cars and everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, definitely give that city vibe. It was just a more interesting
the
way to do it
ships,
than
I guess, and
Coruscant,
stuff.
where it makes sense in the Star Wars universe for there to be places like that. But it's just something I feel like we haven't really seen before. But I think the music really built it up for me, because otherwise the design of it was, like, just okay.
Basically, he gets to this world where he's told, like, hey, I need you to save Rada so we can get him back since he's been captured for so long. He gets there, tries to interrogate this guy who's just fucking Martin Scorsese's fucking side character that's supposed to be dumb funny. Doesn't really hit for me. Personally, basically just ask for more information. He's like, don't say that name anymore. Don't say that name, please. I have 20 kids.
I didn't know that was Martin Scorsese's character.
But yeah, I didn't know either, because the only time I think of Martin Scorsese actually acting is Shark Tale, as the pufferfish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll skip ahead. He gets to meet Rada.
Yeah,
We
Rada.
get to see the first Jack Hut.
Yeah, and then he speaks English.
Ethan audibly laughed out loud beside me in the theater, because to this point the Hutts have all just spoken their like Huttese language.
Okay. They did speak English for like 2 seconds in that intro in Nahada, but it's like a threat in English. So I'm like, cool. This is like cool because it's like them only saying like, we are going to harm the young one.
Yeah. He
It's
says,
like,
what would you do if you lost your kid? But he says it like, what would you do? And that's like, we were just saying this before, but like, I think that's not egregious. Like, if it was just that, it's one thing. But like, when Rada the Hutt, not only does he speak English, he like flips over on his side, like props up, and he's like, are you here to kill me? I was like, okay. And I think Seth Rogen is like the closest in my head voice connection that I made. You said that you thought
Yeah,
it was
dude,
Seth
I thought it
Rogen.
was because I like heard it at first. I'm like, dude, is that like Seth Rogen doing the fucking Alan the Alien voice, which is like just his normal voice? But I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, what is happening right now? And I was like, okay, he started talking more. I was like, okay.
And then we get the Planet Hulk scene from Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that was before that. You see the Planet Hulk.
Yeah, but then he ends up getting into the ring and like fighting
Well,
with him. Did we
there's-
skip a part?
Yeah, there's also skip part. So he's like, yeah, like this next fight tomorrow night is my final fight. My guy Janice Slint.
No, that's not his name.
I know it's not his name. That's a character from fucking Game of Thrones. Who's
Okay.
also a dickhead.
I think his name is Coin.
It's,
Commander Coin.
No, it's Jano at the point.
Okay.
Here, we don't know he's Coin yet.
But then once they get rid of Jano, they
Wait,
just
no. Just wait till we get the story.
No. Because we'll just skip through the plot. We're just gonna go through the plot.
Yeah. Just let me fucking blast this movie. All right.
Why
So
don't you blast it for us?
So Jano, he finds out that he's a debt to him. So Mando goes to this bar after he talks to fucking Scorsese again. And he's like, oh, I've paid here for paying off my tab so I get protection or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about Scorsese's character. He's a dumb little fucking... I'm not going to say that because it's going to sound racist if I say it that way.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It will. I was going to say he's a dumb little monkey character. But he is. He's literally like this stupid like little fucking...
I thought it was cool how like the arms moved and stuff. I mean, I thought it was a cool Star Wars little guy.
Cool. Good for you. But yeah.
Fuck you.
So they go to this bar.
Why are we don't need to go through the whole story.
We go to this bar. Mando causes the scene. Jano walks out, says like, "Nah, I'm not paying it." His next match is a death match. So he goes to Rada, tells him. Rada's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna fight it anyway." Guards! And they fucking put some sleep mist in his fucking room. And then Mando wakes up and he's part of the fight. Grogu's been captured, and they do this
we
fight.
haven't even talked about Grogu yet.
He was like barely in the movie.
Yeah, up to this point, he's like, he'll get his shine.
I did audibly laugh when he jumped the first time, like off of Mando's shoulder, and he's like,
But yeah, Grogu hasn't really done like anything like that we haven't seen before. That's just like little like supporting role.
I mean, he's basically just like comedy relief for like the first half of the movie.
Yeah. So yeah, basically we get this battle. Rada realizes he's being betrayed. Mando and him fight. first, I guess, like right before this, and it kind of comes to like a draw, but really Mando wins.
They fight a bunch of really blurry aliens.
Yeah, they do. They fight a lot of blurry aliens after he's like, no, this is a death match. Send everybody out.
The lizard guy with the Space Jam proportions who has the basketball like jersey on. What the fuck is that creature? And then there's like a weird fucking like Alf-nosed like cum monster.
And there's a centipede. There's a little fucking the little dragon.
Pokemon that can shock people?
Yeah, it's literally like the little dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, like the little green guys, you know what I'm talking about? It's like literally those guys.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a bunch of rejected creature designs. Yeah. And they were like, throw them in here. You know what, actually, they might be? We're probably going to get blasted for this if this is the case. They might be the little figurines that C-3PO plays the game with.
Yeah, no, there's two of them in there.
Yeah, I thought
that's
pretty cool.
The big guy and the guy with the hammer are all from that.
That's what I thought.
It's in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, in the like chessboard in the Millennium Falcon. That's what I was talking about. It's Chewie, I guess, whatever.
Yeah. So we get to see that fight. Basically, what happens is that they piss off that big guy. He throws the fucking electric guy and breaks the fence, and then they all get out, and basically they escape. They do a little fun chase scene that's probably going to become a Disney ride, like almost 100%, because that's what it felt like when you were like sitting in that.
Dude, can we just talk about? There's a lady with like a baby stroller.
A Trandoshan.
Yeah. A what?
A Trandoshan.
One of Greedo's species, and she's got
Trandoshans are fucking boss, aren't they?
Yeah. You're just not even right.
Yeah. Right.
A Greedo species.
I forget what they're called.
She's got like a little baby stroller, like a floating baby stroller, and she's got a little Greedo baby. And like Rada the Hutt's car like smashes through the wall, or the monsters smash through the wall. He's looking up the species name.
Yeah.
Sure we can get it. And anyway,
a Rhodian.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, the mom and the baby both go, oh, like right as the monsters are going to attack them. But then the baby stroller becomes a minor plot point because Grogu gets in the baby stroller, whips the handle down, and like turns it into turbo speed, and like
it becomes
flies
a speeder.
off.
It's like, wild. Like,
I was like, how the fuck? Why does the baby stroller have like a fucking sport mode?
It's kind of, it is kind of a wild thing. It's crazy. But yeah, basically they go on this little chasing Rada, and then Jeb
Bush he flies up in the Razor Crest, and he puts the guns into Rada, and Rada's like, "You caught me," and then it's like an episode of Cops because the Mandalorian comes up and like arrests him,
yeah,
and
slams him on his face, and
puts him on the car. It's like every idea in this movie, like every 10 minutes of this movie is a different thing, but with Star Wars characters.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. But yeah, basically they arrest him, they go off, and he's like, dude, I'm just trying to trade you so I can get this Imperial guy fucking coin.
Also, we should say he's hanging
yeah.
from like I can't be in this ship.
It's like the fucking when they like in a fucking hospital when they hang a fat person because they can't fucking because they can't weigh them.
Do you know in Family Guy when Peter Griffin gets so fat? What the fuck? And they have to pick him up with
the crane.
That is kind of wild.
But yeah, basically they end up having this conversation.
Dude,
after
I was cracking up when he's like, he gets down there and he's like, "All right, no funny business," and then he like lets go of.
Yeah, he like lowers it down really slow.
But yeah, basically.
And what's the other scene? I guess that's later on.
Yeah, let's talk about it later then.
It's
all right, so.
All right.
Come on, pick it up.
All right, so basically they get on this plane, and the most fucking convenient plot point of all time comes up, and Rod's like, "Oh, Jano has always been Coin, you idiot."
Coin is the guy that he's looking for, by the way. That was the most convenient thing. And also, he says to the Mandalorian, he goes, "You're a bounty hunter. You know when people are lying. Am I lying?" I would have been like, "You are so fucking lying. Of course you're lying."
Dude, and fucking Rada's like, "Tell me if I'm lying." I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He like sucks his face back. He's like, "Am I lying? Or am I lying?" I'm like, dude, what the fuck is happening in this fucking movie right now?
It was the goofiest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Okay. And don't worry, hey,
I was trying so hard not to crack up for the whole fucking movie.
Don't stop suspending your belief so much, because they land about a mile away from this fucking palace that this dude runs, and they're like, okay, let's climb on this hill, and they're literally like a mile away from this fucking thing.
It's on a peninsula, by the way.
Yeah.
So like, it's at the tip of the island. And they're like on like a dune like a mile away, and there's like 300 stormtroopers.
Yeah.
there.
And fuck, dude, it's like a full base.
No.
They have fucking ship support and everything.
That scene was so stupid because they just cut to them inside the building.
Yeah,
and then
it was supposed to be them being super cool because we've seen them beat people before, and they were like, because Rada's like, you're gonna need like a whole group of people to take these guys out, and Zeb was like, nah, I don't think so. And then Zeb is like,
Zeb gets his one, he gets his one cool scene of the movie where he does anything and then fucking disappears, and it's literally
Zeb in the leather jacket. Honestly, his fit was hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
all right, and then so basically right after, Mando gets into the fucking center room where he's fucking talking to all his dudes. The dude throws up a fucking screen in front of him, which fucking Mando doesn't just shoot through instantly. Fucking whatever happens. And then it shuts down after he beats all the stormtroopers that are in this fucking conference room with him. And then this guy from earlier at the bar, who's like the fucking devil character, comes down and starts scar-facing in the fucking middle of it, dude. Like,
and then after they fight for a little bit, he gets Mando up against the wall, and Mando just burns him to a crisp.
yeah, bro, Mando going crazy with the.
He actually just murders like 100 people.
We didn't mention this before, so there was a part in the beginning at that snow planet when Mando like. There's two guys on outside the wall, and they're like ready to shoot him. He burns the ground. It's one of the worst fire effects I've ever seen in a movie.
Also, when he burns the guy on the AT-AT, and the guy falls off, and the fire just disappears like halfway down the fall.
Dude,
the fire effects were not very good.
No.
But then when they were like driving back, and then they have Grogu,
wait.
and
We're not quite there yet.
we're pretty much there.
So basically, they capture Jano, and then they're like, "You're coming with us," and they basically walk uncontested out of this building afterwards. And there's like nobody. They hop in a speeder, and then
they're getting
30 dudes
pursued.
just showed up, and then somehow there's like 50 more speeders when there was one speeder in front of the whole place. And then everybody fucking shows up with speeders.
And then they have a funny moment where Grogu like doesn't know how to use the ship,
and
so
then
he
no,
fires
because that was when
missiles at
Rada
them.
was like, "I can't fit into the cockpit."
He's like, neither of us know how to fly, and I'm too fat for the cockpit.
It really was like your fat cousin, like on vacation on the phone. They're like, "Can you unlock the door?" And he's like, "No, we don't know how to do that."
I'm upstairs. The lift is broken to take me down.
Just like, it's just so fucking good, dude. So after this, they go back to the Rebel base with Sigourney Weaver and Dave Filoni. This is when we see Dave Filoni. He's sitting at the bar in his cowboy hat, and he goes. like they're like panning through all the characters, and I was like, "Fuck you, this is so terrible."
But yeah, basically, Sigourney's like, "We're real close with the Hutts. You're screwing them over," and Mando's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm going home."
Also, the Republic is just working with the Hutts. They're like, she's like, "We've been trying to cultivate a relationship with them for a while, and you really pissed them off." I'm like, they're terrorists. They're like literally terrorists.
Yeah. And then, so basically, they have this conversation. She's like, "You're pissed off the Hutts?" And he's like, "Well, I got you the guy, so fuck off, bitch." And then,
I don't think he's.
They go to their home planet, which is like a fucking trailer park parking lot. And there's
okay, what is that planet? Because the town is like green and beautiful, and then everything around it is on fire, and it's just black. And then Mando lives like out in the hills.
Well, no, when they pan down on the city, dude, it looks like a fucking Walmart parking lot of ships, dude. It looks fucking wild. I'm like,
Walmart parking.
It's literally what it's just like fucking
and then
blacktop.
we do get a really cool scene where the bounty hunter from the Clone Wars, who I don't know his name, with the like cool hat,
Yeah,
the like samurai hat guy.
yeah, he shows up and is like hunting him.
He has a dog. Did he have a dog in the Clone Wars?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know. But
Maybe.
anyway, he's like in the rain, and it's really cool. And he's like hunting the Mandalorian. Oh, and this also, we missed, Babu Frick returns.
Yeah, to work on the ship.
And somebody in the theater went, "Babu Frick!"
Babu!
Did someone yell that?
Yes.
It was
I think
me.
I also whispered it to Ethan as well.
I screamed at it. No.
But anyway, people were really excited to see them. And I will say, I appreciate they were puppets.
Yeah, they were probably one of the better parts of the movie, honestly.
Yeah, I think they're better comic relief than Grogu.
Yeah, and yeah, for like, we'll get to that. But yeah, basically, Mando then like locks down his hut and he tells, "Hey, Grogu, take the Babu freaks and like go outside when I tell you to. And honestly, like 2 seconds in, he just taps the floor and is like, get out. But he gets into a little kerfuffle with the bounty hunter. Basically gets his ass rocked. One of the fucking Babu freaks just gets fucking mauled by the dog.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I thought he was dead. And then, like, no, the dog's, like, slobbering on him instead.
Using, like, a chew toy. And they get on the ship.
Did they assume that he was Grogu? Like, was that...
No, I just think he...
They just didn't care?
On him, yeah. I don't think they really knew, like, that much.
Because that's why I thought he wasn't killing him, is that, like, they were supposed to also capture Grogu.
No, I don't think they, like...
I don't think Grogu was that big of a plot point.
Yeah, he's kind of just, like, a side...
He's honestly a side character in a movie where he's in the title.
Yeah. And then basically gets captured, takes it now how to... Grogu decides, he's like, all right, Bobby freaks, let's go do this. And they find their little tiny ship, which is honestly one of my favorite parts.
I love that. They have, like, a miniature ship.
That shit was awesome. And then you get to see fucking Mando get taken there, and then instantly it gets followed by... okay. Basically, I don't know how it happens in this quick of a time, because you basically see...
the timeline doesn't match up at all.
See Mando get in there, and then you see, like, a minute later that Babu Freak comes down, and they are in this giant jungle. And I'm like, dude, these are fucking small characters. By the time he gets to the throne room, these guys have gone from the forest through a fucking swamp and climbed up
also,
a whole
Grogu
fucking castle.
didn't leave until the daytime. It was nighttime when Mando left. And also, if hyperspace travel works like it used to in Star Wars, it maybe makes more sense because there's like actual like timelines to hyperspace travel.
Yeah.
But if hyperspace travel is instant, like it looks like in this movie, then it does not make any sense.
Well, no, because they land after them. Like, you see them land after, and then somehow it probably... I doubt it would take like 5 hours for him to get to the throne room.
Well, also, the Hutts are supposed to have this crazy security. It's like built up that they have crazy security, and then everybody's just landing like a fucking mile from the palace.
Yeah.
And also, does every Hutt palace have like a trapdoor pit with a different monster in it? And like you would think by now, this guy who's been a bounty hunter for I don't know his whole life would be like, I shouldn't stand on the trapdoor pit.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I guess he can't really move, but he takes his fucking things off.
Yeah, basically, then you get to see them break in and go in a tunnel, and they say a little funny line. I forget what they say when they go in the tunnel.
That's a long tunnel.
I don't know what the fuck they say, but everybody's like,
yeah, they like zoom out of the tunnel. It's Babu Frick and Grogu, and they like zoom out of the tunnel, and then they just all the music cuts, and Babu Frick goes, "Baba, long tunnel," and then everybody in the theater just went,
they're just fucking dying laughing. I was like, what the? It was not that funny. Whatever. But then Mando gets put in the thing. You see Rada's also got captured instantly somehow before he got there.
They don't even show like they don't even.
No, Rada. Mando is there, and they pan up to Rada, and he's like, I thought he was getting like shocked and poisoned. It's just sweat. He's just like covered in like slime.
He's getting shocked in the brain.
Yeah, but like the like stuff that was on him, I thought it was like poison, but he's just like wet.
He's a slug thing.
And then the Mando falls down into...
No. Because they take his helmet, and they're like, we know your creed. You're not allowed to live...
Which also, by the way, if you've watched the show, is not the creed of the Mandalorians. That's a made-up thing that just his tribe does.
Yeah, and then they fucking... I thought he learned in the second one that it was like fine to take off your helmet.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit.
Season. But whatever. He gets there, and he's like, I'm just going to have to kill everybody in this room. And then they drop him in the white hog.
Fucking white monster, dude.
Yeah.
Well, first he fights some little like weird guys who later in the movie roll up like balls.
Those guys are real guys too.
Oh, from Star Wars?
Yeah, I have the action figures of those guys.
Okay, so those existed previously.
Yes. Those guys are real.
Anyway, yeah, he fights like little like shark fucking lizard demon fucking roly-poly monsters. And then after he kills them, they like throw the helmet to him and they're like, you earned your reward. And then this giant fucking white snake shows up. And like, I will say, it's a fine creature. It just kind
It
of
was probably the best looking like.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It was the best looking like CGI.
And I will say, like, the fight with it was cool, but it was another one of those things where, like, it was so blurry the whole time. Like, you could barely tell what was going on. And it was the classic, like, water fight scene where, like, the hero just gets, like, dunked underwater half the time, so the camera's just, like, underwater. You can't see anything.
Yeah, but basically all that happens is a decently long fight. He kind of gets away from it, but he gets bit and poisoned, so he gets poisoned.
Yeah, and then he's like, Grogu detonates a thermonuclear device on the wall.
Yeah.
By the way, the charges they use in Star Wars have the most varying range of like explosive capability, because some of them can blow up entire fucking buildings, and some of them will just do like a little like frag grenade.
Yeah. I don't understand it.
Maybe it was a Babu Frick special thermal detonator.
Well, no, because it was fucking his.
Yeah, I know.
But whatever. Basically, they get basically
the
poured
Grogu
out.
scene before Grogu comes to save the Mandalorian. He like does like a strapping up scene where like he like puts his armor on and he like puts the belts on and like the guns and stuff. And I actually really thought that was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it ends up they escape.
Well, he also gets bit.
I mentioned that already.
Okay.
He got bit and is poisoned and dying.
I don't think you did mention it.
No, I did. I said he's dying.
Okay, so he's dying.
Yeah. And basically they escape and they send all these fucking battle droids after him. They get to the ship and he's like, well, I can't fit in Babu Freak's ship. He's like, well, I guess I'm gonna do this Rambo fucking I'm dying scene.
I will say that scene was cool.
Yeah.
Where he like goes through the woods and like fights the battle
He should have
droids.
just died there.
I agree. I think this movie would have been 10 million times better if the Mandalorian, because so he fights all these battle droids off while they escape and tells the kid to leave. And I think what should have happened is he should have just died in the woods, and then the rebellion or the Republic and Grogu come back.
Yeah, I'm not okay. Well, I guess so. We'll get to this point. So he basically passes out after dying, or not dying, but passes out after being poisoned. Fucking is lying on the ground, starts getting covered in bugs. Stupid little scene. So fucking Grogu can pop up and eat a bug, and then fucking force heals him, so they can not say that fucking.
But the poison, like, this is what I don't understand. He force heals the wound,
But the poison's still.
and
there.
he still should have died.
Yeah.
But then, one of my favorite parts of the movie is Grogu's side quest, where he meets a Cajun alien. He meets a Louisiana bayou-dwelling alien.
He meets
Like,
Kermit. He meets Kermit on the boat.
Literally, and he's like, "You the boy who been done stealing my fish," and then Grogu's like, "Bleh." And then he like gives Grogu some kind of like paste potion to save the Mandalorian.
Well, after the bounty hunter shows
Oh,
up
right.
to find him, and he almost gets caught. A little tension in there.
I just love that he's like in a rocking chair.
Oh, and then before this, by the way, fucking Grogu does his little hut making to be Yoda and makes a little dirt hut to stick the Mandalorian in, and then does this dumb slapstick scene where he fucking keeps slamming the fucking Mandalorian's helmet against the wall.
Oh, that was like so. That was like such an egregious scene. Like one time,
That is so like Marvel.
well, yeah, one time would have been funny if he hit the helmet against the wall the first time.
And
that
he
would
did
have
it,
been
like,
funny.
3 times.
But he like does it in like 3 times.
And
And
literally
also,
copy and pasted the fucking scene from Incredibles where he's like trying to get in the chute, but he's too fat.
yeah, and it's just like also he picks up a stick and makes a mud hut. Is that just like Yoda's species? That's what they do. They just make mud huts.
Yeah, he literally gets like exactly Yoda's cane too.
Well, Patrick said, and I thought this was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna stumble upon like a fucking tribe
Yes.
of Yodas.
I thought he was gonna.
There was no
Adams.
Grogu lore.
Well, I think they were saying that they want to
anything.
keep it like a mystery because Yoda and Yaddle and Grogu are the only ones.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I kind of thought
Next movie, Son of Yaddle.
honestly, kind of. I kind of wish, honestly, that like we got to see more huts in that section. Like I was hoping he'd run to like a hut that was like anti.
Or like a hut terrorist.
No, well, like a person that believes in the actual huts being the line, like with Rada. Being
I
alive.
like that there are other people who live on this planet who are just like, fuck the huts, man. Like, I live out here in the swamp. Nobody bothers me.
Yeah.
I just love that he's like a... Also, his house is not a house.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
a
like
fucking-
a teepee with like a fishing like deck.
And he just sits and fucking on his.
I almost
rocking
feel
chair
like they used like the same scene because every single time it was in the rocking chair, it looked the exact same. Like
They
every
probably
single
did
time.
reuse shots.
But yeah, basically meets this guy, gives him the potion. Mando wakes up, blah blah blah. There's like a scene where it's like, "Hi, is Mando gonna make it?" And then they go to bed, and then Grogu wakes up and he's not there. And then fucking you see Mando fucking washing his pants. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
he was,
probably
like, putting
shit
his
and pissed
clothes
himself for
back
like
on.
weeks straight in those pants.
He's like washing everything out. He's like, oh, Grogu, you're awake.
Yeah, but that's what that fucking poster is. That shit he's been fucking putting. That's what that poster's from, dude. Mando was just sitting there shitting himself.
There's
Grogu-
also a scene where the Cajun alien like shoots a frog that eats Grogu. So Grogu's like walking up to steal his fish, and a frog like eats Grogu, and then the alien like uses a slingshot and he like, hits the frog. I think it would have been so much funnier if he just shot the frog and it like fucking exploded.
Can I add this? So we did. I originally bought 3 tickets, so Pat could sit with us. But Pat already bought tickets. So what ended up is I brought my dad with me, and during the fucking Grogu scene, my dad starts like falling asleep.
We should say this is like a 25-minute section of like basically no talking except the Cajun alien.
Yeah, and then
You ain't from around here, are you?
You would have been having a fucking money, boy.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. It was like,
I'm about to make a
I
name.
don't know what to do with my fish.
I came out of my bottle, put it in.
I want more of that guy. I want like a whole side story about him.
Star Wars,
Dude,
the
how-
Rocker.
Well, he
How
could be
cool-
in Son of Yaddle.
How cool would it be if like him and Grogu just ended up like going to the
out?
Hutt's? No, they went up to like the Hutt's palace and just like.
I wish that guy.
He just had a shotgun.
Yeah,
He just had a
that's what I'm
double-barrel
saying.
fucking
He should
shotgun.
have like a double barrel space shotgun.
He's like, where them fucking units at?
He should have saved them. God, Jesus. He was the most interesting character in the whole like 25-minute Grogu part. Your dad was falling
But
asleep.
then-
I was
No,
just.
but okay,
I was pissed.
I didn't get to finish. So I'm like, we're sitting there, and that frog eats Grogu, and I just feel my dad go next to me, and I'm like, oh. And he woke up to the fucking frog eating Grogu.
What his? I just want to say, your dad's review. I asked him after what he thought, and he goes, "It had some chances."
And yeah, whatever. This fucking scene, they fucking wake up.
Honestly, you would think at this point this movie is like a comedy.
I think it kind of was a comedy. Like, it's a ridiculous movie. Okay, let's just say the end of the movie. So then, after all this happens, the Mandalorian gets back, and they go and have their big, like, epic showdown where they save Rada, and he fights the bounty hunter, and they kill the Hutts. And then the fucking cameo squadron shows up, and they're like,
What, this,
Mando, where do you need us?
well, here before we
Hold
get
on. Can we also talk? I guess it's at the ending, the one scene with Amanda where Rada's like, you think I can join the Republic? And Amanda's like, nah.
No, I think
He's like, I don't think you'd fit in here. Like, there's like aliens everywhere and shit. Like, it's very multicultural, okay? And then he's like, I don't think you'd fit in here. And then Zeb is like, I might have something that might fit ya.
fucking sluggers.
So is this canon that Rada the Hutt just becomes like a fucking like?
He's a pilot. Dude.
What is he
becomes
piloting?
a fucking X-Wing pilot, and his tail just hangs out the bottom.
No, he's stuffed into the cockpit, so
No,
it's like
no.
he's taking up the whole thing.
He's got like a remote control, and he's in the fucking cradle again. The X-Wing has to take off with him in the cradle. The fucking Asian
That's
pilot.
fucking awesome. Okay, so that's the thing about the cameo squadron too. It's like Sigourney Weaver, Dave Filoni, and the guy from the Mandalorian show or whatever, the other like old guy X-Wing pilot, and then just like 2 random guys. And also, they use the Y-wings to bomb or like missile strike the main palace. Why don't they use the Y-wings to bomb the that's such a nerd thing to say.
turrets? Yeah.
The turrets. They just shoot the turrets with the X-wings. So the
And we
X-
get a napalm shot, dude.
That
Napalm
was
actually
sick.
confirmed in fucking Star Wars.
Okay, the napalm strike shot was very cool. I like to imagine that the Republic goes back after this movie and just fucking raises the entire planet.
But yeah, basically, after he wakes up and wipes his Beskar booty hole or whatever, they find, he's like, is there any way out of here? And he fucking finds that fucking ship that Rada was on, which actually Grogu found like when he was looking around. And then it's a little bit of a horror sequence when we get in there.
Oh yeah, when he gets attacked by the fucking shark demons.
And he's like, and then he asks fucking
Called
Grogu.
the Amani, I think.
He asks Grogu, and he's like, hey, do you want to go leave here, or do you want to fight? And Grogu's like, I'm like, okay, cool.
Like Grogu's answer was clearly, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
But honestly, dude, I was hoping because that was like an illegal weapon ship or whatever, or weapons transporter. I was just hoping that they would just give Grogu the lightsaber back.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was hoping that too. They have a literal weapons ship, and they had the opportunity there to put a lightsaber. Now, I will say, I think it's proof that you can make a Star Wars movie without a lightsaber, and I wouldn't say it's like the worst movie ever, so it's okay.
Well, we already got Solo for that.
And Rogue One.
In Rogue One.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Darth Maul's
But
technically.
like I'm saying, I don't need to see a lightsaber in every Star Wars movie. But I feel like for Grogu specifically, especially after the whole like Yoda scene where he like does all of his little like, because he does like meditate during that scene and stuff, like he was like training or whatever. And he uses his powers more because he lifts Rada the Hutt up at the end of the
Yeah.
movie.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, basically they find this web ship. They fucking decide to fly it up and crash it into the fucking Hutt Palace. Somehow gets shot by like a billion fucking
Oh,
blasters.
here's another thing. The Mandalorian, the weapons ship thing,
Yeah.
he takes weapons from the weapons ship. When he's running through the palace and, like, starting the fight, he has the MG-42, like, heavy weapon
No,
thing.
I think it's an M60. I think that's a different one.
But anyway, he's got the heavy weapons thing.
Drops it after, like...
Drops it and starts using the, like, lever action rifle. And I'm like, you put yourself in this position.
Yeah. Like, he would have been fine fighting those fucking droids if he just didn't fucking grab a fucking... Let me use the slowest firing weapon possible. Whatever. Basically, they break in, fight a bunch of droids, and then encounter the Hutts. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, blah, blah, blah. And then fucking the bounty hunter
And
shows
then the
up.
three Hutts, like, smack into each other like weird CGI fucking potato sacks for, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then they realize they're too fat and stand on the trapdoor, and the trapdoor breaks.
The bounty hunter fight with the Mandalorian is cool, but it looks like a Mortal Kombat fight. Like, it looks like it came out of a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, it's like the bounty hunter looks bad still.
Also, like, why... I don't know. I just feel like the whole lightsaber thing, like, bringing it back to that, like, it would have made sense if he had the lightsaber or something, like,
Yeah.
for that fight. I don't know.
And you fight two big droids, which is cool, but it was in the trailer, so it kind of was like, I already know this is happening, which kind of sucks. It's like one of the second to last battle in the movie. And then you just get big dudes fighting each other. They fall in the pit. Grogu saves Rada in one of the fucking funniest scenes in the movie.
Well, so the Hutts are, like, all, like, smacking into each other, and they're so fat that they, like, break the floor under them to where the white snake demon is. And then you think that they all fell down there to die, but then it pans to Grogu, like... and then it pans to Rada the Hutt, and he's just, like idle posing, like, getting lifted out of the hole.
It'd been funny if you, like, T-pose and there's, like, light shining down. But then you get to this, like, fucking scene after they die. You get to see him get eaten by the white monster. And then Mando's like, I'm going to hold him off, which he didn't need to do. None of that needed to happen.
He keeps trying to kill himself.
Yeah, and it's like...
Unalive himself? I don't know.
Cool. And he fucking basically like, I need a strike on my position, officer. And she's like, Sigourney comes in. She's like, I can't do that.
She's like, I'm not going to strike where you are.
And he's like, I'll be out of here by the time you get here anyway, so you're going to do it anyway. And she's like, okay, cool.
Also, like, another, like, Lego Star Wars-ass moment. They get to this wall that they can't get through. He just shoots it with one bullet and it explodes.
Yeah.
A perfect rectangle for them to jump out.
Like the size of 3 fucking Radas, too. It's like, how the fuck does Blaster, like, not do anything?
Oh, also, there's another Lego Star Wars moment in this movie where the Mandalorian, like, kicks up against a wall, and there's, like, a little, like, shaft that's open, and he, like, makes Grogu crawl into it to, like, unlock something. I was like, truthfully, this movie feels like the plot of a Star Wars video game they never made, and they just turned it into a movie.
Yeah.
It's 1313, dude.
There's boss fights. There's, like, little, like, puzzle sections like that. It's got all of it.
Yeah. It's a weird movie, but then
They should
basically...
do movie tie-in games again, because I would love to play the Mandalorian and Grogu game.
I mean, they're probably going to make a Lego Mandalorian and Grogu game, honestly.
Oh, thank God. We'll have to do that for Boss Nasty.
But yeah, basically, they escape. They blow up the building as soon as they jump out. But fucking Rada's standing there for like 30 seconds, so it's like a climatic part. He's like, I think it's too shallow. They jump in, it's fine. I thought something was going to happen, like it was going to be too shallow. But fucking...
Yeah, like, I thought, like, somebody was going to get hurt or something.
or like Grogu was going to have to save him with the Force.
No stakes in this movie at all.
No. Not at
Like,
all.
the Mandalorian part where you think he might die before Grogu, like, heals him and stuff, I was like, holy shit, because the music swells, like, the way that you would think. I was like, oh my God, they're going to kill him.
Yeah.
For this movie. Because I also thought this was supposed to be the end. And that's my other big gripe. The end of this movie does not feel like the end at all.
No. They literally just like go back afterwards and then fucking the scene you mentioned before with the fat...
Also, he's just being, like, psychologically manipulated into being in the Republic. He says constantly, he's like, I just work for them, like, this isn't my thing. And everybody's like, sure, buddy. And it's like, no, he literally is a private contractor.
Yeah. It's literally dumb, and they basically leave the plot. The ending that's supposed to be, like, the cool part that's like, oh my gosh, Grogu gets to fly a ship now. Like, cool.
He doesn't even get to fly the ship, he just gets to press one button.
Yeah. It's like, he's getting freedom. Like, cool.
Yeah. Also, like, I can't wait till we get, like, Teen Groot, like, Teen Grogu. Like, the next movie, Son of Yaddle, where he's, like, he's, like, half the size, so he has got, like, weird, like, legs. Like, he's got to, like grow differently than Yoda.
He's still wearing the cloak, but he's got really long legs under it.
Like, really muscular, like, long.
No, they gotta be really skinny, so they're just, like, hanging
Wait.
down.
Grogu
Tall.
sequel can be Grogu and Rada.
Oh, dude, I don't... No.
But yeah, overall, fucking weird movie. Just like getting to the end.
It was fun though.
Goofiest fucking
It was-
movie I've ever watched.
It was fun. There was times I was like, God damn, dude, what is happening right now?
I appreciate it because it's a joke.
Yeah, but the fucking honestly, I said this to you, or I said this to all of you. That fucking scene with fucking Grogu, the 25 minutes of pure silence scene, just felt like that fucking episode where they like ran out of budget or ran out of story in that Rick and Morty episode.
It's like
So they did,
Evangelion where they ran out of the animation budget, so there's just like nothing.
There's like no voice acting. There's nothing going on.
I would have liked if they like leaned into this being like a complete joke, where like there was stuff that just like didn't make sense, or they just like skipped parts.
I felt like it, honestly, man.
Well, also this movie is way too long, and it feels like there's another hour they cut out.
Yeah, 100%. Like honestly, it's such a fucking weird movie. There's really cool parts.
I'd say the first third feels like 10 minutes, like because it skips to like sections so quickly, and then you get to like the midpoint of the movie, and it just like drags.
Yeah, I mean it's cool when they're playing it. Like you get to see like 3 planets in like the first 30 minutes, and then it just swaps between 2 planets for the rest of the movie.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like I was like, we couldn't have seen like anywhere else, like not even like a space station or something.
Yeah. Well, the first like half of it was just like rapid fire. Like it was
Well, that's
just
what I'm
new
saying,
planets, a boss fight.
I feel like it. You were saying this before it came out, but I feel like it throws so much at you, like all at once. And we saw this even in the trailers. I felt like there's just too much going on. Like this movie would have been way better, I think, simplified down to like cutting out one plot point. Like the bounty hunter maybe should have attacked him like during the Rada stuff, so we could have wrapped everything up in one instead of like done the like. Because there's like a weird like midpoint victory where Rada's like going off into the sunset, and it's like the end of a fucking Mandalorian episode, and then we don't even see Rada get captured. We just get Mando just gets attacked.
Yeah, and then you used to see him in a fucking chair. Can I say exactly what this movie felt like though? If Book of Boba Fett was made into a movie,
Yeah,
like literally the plot points are very similar. Like, oh, we have like this fucking like side crew that's going to stop us, and then you have like the random side plot with Tusken Raider, which is kind of that Grogu side plot that comes up.
Yeah,
randomly.
no, I actually.
And then you fucking have the random bounty hunter shows up at part of it, and he's. Like,
I was surprised that all the bounty hunters didn't show up in this movie as cameos. Like, I'm surprised we didn't see fucking Bosk and shit.
Yeah, Cad Bane was so disappointed.
Cad Bane, you can come back again.
I would be happier if he came back and survived, dude. I fucked that ending.
Cad Bane should have been the Cajun alien, dude. He should have been like old, like in the chair, and been like, "What are you doing around here, boy?"
I left that life a long time ago.
Yeah. And then he has to come and help the Mandalorian because we have to make every villain a hero. I love where Rada's whole like thing is he's like, I don't want to be a bad guy like my dad, so I got fucking jacked.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie's so fucking weird.
It is one of the strangest movies I've ever watched.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know. What is your rating, Pat?
My rating is 7 out of 10. I thought it was really fun.
That's fucking insane.
I thought it was fun.
You're fucking insane.
You're telling me you would not watch this
5
movie
out of.
again?
I would watch it again, but it's a 5 out of 10.
I'd probably give it like. I'd probably give it around.
This movie is hilarious. Like I would watch it again. Like really, really fucked up. I will say I did pregame this, and I was really fucked up for the first half of the movie. So, but I feel like I should have been fucked up for the second half of the movie because that was the funniest part of the movie.
Yeah, I'd say 6.9 out of 10.
6.9 out of 10. All right, I'm going 5. So we got
7.
the kind of sliding scale here.
Yeah, I don't think
Salem,
it's quite
what
a
do you
7.
think?
For like, if it was a comedy movie, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. If this was a comedy, 9 out of 10.
If they briefed it as a comedy, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Better than all the sequels. It's better than Force Awakens.
I would rather watch it than Force Awakens.
I would rather watch it than all the sequels. Yes.
I don't know if it's a better movie than Force Awakens, truly.
I don't even know if it's a better movie than Last Jedi, but I would watch it over that.
That's a crazy take.
No, I think it's a better movie than Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Because Last Jedi just kind of shits on the whole fucking thing.
I agree. I'm saying I think there's more to it than just the story aspects. But,
Yeah. And it's better than fucking the scene where Leia gets thrown out in space.
Oh my god, dude, when she flies through space. That is like every Rada scene is that exact same design ethos, is like the Leia shooting through space thing. Like Star Wars is a fucking joke now.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they leaned into it being a comedy, it'd be 10 times better.
Yeah. Oh, and we didn't mention this. I don't think we told Pat this yet. So before the movie started, we got to see these dudes in fucking tracksuits wearing the Mandalorian helmet
God.
and wearing a chain
my
with
God.
the fucking Mandalorian like sigil, whatever you call it, like the bull with the horns.
Yeah, it was two guys in tracksuits with Mandalorian helmets, and one of them had the chain.
Yeah, so we ended up going to Sheets afterwards to get food before we started this recording, and I see this guy come out of the bathroom. He doesn't have his helmet on anymore, and he just goes like he looks fucking depressed. And as we're driving out, he's sitting on the outdoor seating
Like this. Like
With-
this. He's sitting like this.
Yeah, with his helmet on.
Like he looked like he was about to fucking take his life. Like he looked like that movie like took everything out of him. It was genuinely like a meme photo. We drove past and I had him look and we were laughing so fucking hard.
I wish you would have been there, dude. It was fucking diabolically funny.
Just the him going out there with nobody else. There is not even the other tracksuit person is with him. He's just alone at this table in the dark, just like I pray to my fathers. I pray. Like he was like praying.
I pray to the Mandalorians. This never happens.
I pray to the midichlorians that Grogu grows up.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Go see it.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, I gotta edit this video. So, do we have any final closing thoughts? What do you think about the Toy Story 5 trailer?
No words. No
Dude, that shit looked like Vietnam. Did you see it? Toy Story 5 trailer?
Yes, we all saw
Dude,
it.
it looked like fucking Vietnam Toy Story.
Dude, when the Buzz Lightyears show up, the army of Buzz Lightyears, I hope it's like Saving Private Ryan, where they're just getting like blown apart. And also, the whole like crux of that movie is like they're old, and like Woody kept going tech. Well, you know, Jesse, tech is for everything.
There is literally like a Braveheart charge in that movie. Like in
For
that
Scotland?
fucking- dude, it's fucking wild. But
What other trailers were there? I don't even remember.
There wasn't that many.
Supergirl.
yeah, Super
That actually looks good.
Looks
I didn't
good.
know that was coming out in like 2 weeks.
It comes out on the 26th, so month.
I thought you said I thought you said the 6th.
No, 26th.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
So about a month. But yeah, that's still like really fucking close. No, next week is
Backrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Were you doing a video on that?
I mean, I'm gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it. I want to see it.
We're seeing it, so.
I mean,
All right, guys, stay tuned for maybe later this month or whatever, and we'll get to see the back door of Patrick live on camera.
we're gonna watch the we gotta end this fucking video.
All right, guys, love you.
Christ. All right, bye.
Bye.